Everyone, I hope you all are fine. So let's start our today's session. So in our today's session I have brought a next topic, that is corrosion of metal, and this is the last topic of chapter metal and non-metal. After this topic your chapter will be finished. Okay, so let's start the study of corrosion. So as I have written, you see here, corrosion is the cancer of metals because it starts to destroy the metallic surface. In this process, undesired compounds are formed on the surface of metallic object. Maybe that can be of oxides, maybe sulfide. Okay. So the first you see here, a brown deposit of rust on the surface of iron is due to the corrosion. This you all have seen, most probably it keeps on forming when we keep iron rod in a presence of air and moisture. Then it starts to get rust because a brown coating starts to form, and that brown coating formula is to be Fe2O3.x moles of water. Next is to be a green deposit of basic copper carbonate on the surface of copper. When you will keep the copper utensils in the presence of moisture and air, then a green color coating starts to form, and that coating is to be known as basic copper carbonate, and the formula of that coating is to be CuOH whole twice dot CuCO3. Okay, now next is to be the ugly look of aluminum utensils is due to the formation of infusible aluminum oxide. Actually what happens on the aluminum, the layer of aluminum oxide forms, it makes its look ugly. Okay, now next is to be the noble metal do not corrode, like silver, gold and platinum, they do not corrode, but silver sometimes it forms a black color coating on it, that we call it, this is Ag2S, this is silver sulfide, and the color it is of black. Okay, and here you must know, whenever the silver starts to turn into a black color, it receives sulfur from hydrogen sulfide. Okay, now after understanding the corrosion, let's start the study of advantages of corrosion. So here I have written there the first advantage, that is of corrosion of aluminum prevents it from further damage. So the aluminum oxide that is formed, it sticks on the surface of aluminum, and this layer of oxide, it prevents the aluminum from its further corrosion. Okay, now the next is to be of a brown layer of Fe2O3 which forms during the rusting. It keeps on falling in the soil, okay, which increase the iron content in the soil. So in another way, if we will understand, the phenomena of rusting is very good for the soil because it increase the iron content in the soil. This is very good for the fertility of the soil. Okay, but the rusting of iron is not always good. Okay, now let's start there, the methods of preventing rusting. So how we can prevent the rusting? So there are the number of things which we can do. First is of use of metallic material, and next is to be of use of non-metallic material. So in the term of use of metallic material, the process first is of galvanization comes, second is of electroplating, third is of tin plating, next is of alloy formation, and next is of sacrificial connection. And for non-metallic material coating, in this category, painting, greasing, enameling, plastic coating, that all these things comes. Okay, so now the first you have to understand the important points I will discuss with you. The coating of zinc metal on the surface of iron. The coating of zinc excludes a direct contact of air and moisture. As we all know that for the phenomena of corrosion, moisture and air both are required. Okay, so if we are doing the coating of zinc on a reactive or on a active metal, then it breaks the contact of air with the moisture. In this way it prevents the active metal from its corrosion. Okay, now next you have to understand the phenomena of electroplating. In the electroplating, what we do, the coating of a less active metal which is not attacked by air and the water on the surface of iron by electrical method is called electroplating. Okay, it means we have to put a less reactive metal on a highly reactive metal with the help of electric current, okay, or any electrical method. That process is to be known as electroplating. So I have written here the one example for you. Bicycle handles blade of knife is coated with a nickel by electrical method. Okay, now the next is to be of tin plating. In a tin plating, what we do, the coating of tin metal on the surface of the object made of brass or iron is called tin plating. Okay, so the examples for the object is to be heated, then a mixture of tin and ammonium chloride is to be rubbed on the metallic surface. Okay, this is to be done in the process of tin plating. Okay, now plastic coating, this is another way to prevent a metal from its corrosion. This technique is employed to coat the cabinet of computers, televisions and the parts of washing machines. Okay, this I think you all have seen also. Now next method is to be sacrificial method. In this method, what we have to do, suppose especially this method is to be used whenever we are putting iron pipes in the water. Always they dipped in the water. Then what is to be done? Then this pipe is to be connected with the more reactive metal, this is magnesium. If we will follow the reactivity series, we will see magnesium is more reactive than iron. Then what is to be done? And this magnesium is to be put or merged in the soil. Okay, and this iron pipe, that is to be completely dipped in the water. Then as this is more reactive, so it starts to sacrifice and this iron pipe is to be prevented. Okay, so this method is to be of sacrificial method because magnesium is getting sacrificed here. Okay, now next, the one experiment I want to discuss with you, that here I am just showing what are the conditions required for the phenomena of rusting or the corrosion. We took 3 test tubes. In a first tube we have put some iron nails, second also and third also. Okay, but in the first test tube we have put some water. So the air which is present, that will contain some moisture also, and the phenomena of rusting, that moisture and air both are required. So in the first case rusting will take place. Okay, now in the second case, what we have done, we have put some anhydrous calcium chloride. What is the main action of anhydrous calcium chloride? It absorbs moisture from the air. Okay, so the air which is present in the tube, that becomes dry, and this is not a water, this is cotton plug. Okay, I have put there the cotton and below it some anhydrous calcium chloride pills we have put there. Okay, or pellets you can call it. Okay, these iron nails, that will not rusted in that condition because moisture is not present in that case. So one condition is not here, so the corrosion will not take place. Now in the third case, what we have done, we have put iron nails, water also, but we have created a layer of oil, or you can say we have put some Vaseline. So what it does, it breaks the contact of moisture with the air. So air is not present here, so in that case rusting will not take place. Okay, so I think you all have got it, what is corrosion, rusting, and what are the methods through which we can prevent corrosion. Okay, that's all for today.